All right, welcome back to Lag Demon Programming. Today we're going to start taking a look at creating some characters and a very interesting workflow that'll allow us to create characters and animate them and put them into Unreal Engine and set up the animations, and they will work great. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get started. So here we are in a program called Makehuman, and there will be links in the description for how you can download Makehuman, and links for other features and resources that we're going to use today. So at the very top level of Makehuman, you have all of these menus. There's a file menu, modeling, geometries, materials, pose and animate, which we're not going to use, rendering, various settings and utilities, but we're going to use it in a very simple way, and I'm going to walk through this. This is the default when it comes up. And the first thing that you can do is set up the basic shape of the character using these controls, but you can get into much more details with every aspect of it if you want, and you can go through these and change all of these sliders to change things within it. Okay, but the first thing I want to look at here is geometries. I always like to add some clothing first, and I think we're going to do a male, and we'll put him in some casual clothes. That looks pretty good. We'll give him some shoes. I think he looks like a guy that would wear brown shoes, and maybe we'll give him some hair as well. So we'll come over here and give him a hairstyle. No, no, certainly not. Short, perhaps. Yeah, I think that'll go with this guy. So let's go back to modeling and back to main, and gender. We want to be male, so I'm going to move the slider all the way over. Age, I'm going to make him 1 second here. I got to turn something off that's bugging me. I'll quit that. I don't know what that thing's problem is. I'm going to make him a little bit older. I'm going to make him very muscular, increase his weight a little bit. Let's adjust the proportions a little bit. We want him looking really strong. We'll make this guy a black man, I think. That'll be good. Nothing wrong with that. And he'll be one of our player characters. So you could go in and adjust a variety of things, like on the face. We can change the shape and size of the face here. See how that looks. Let's zoom in to the face real close. See how this changes it. I think a little bit slimmer chin. More like that. Let's look at him from the side. We can make him a little bit like that, I think. Look at him from the front, oval versus round. Let's see how this goes. No, I think I like it like that. That's pretty good. Torso. Here we can narrow the torso a little bit. See how that looks. So we have we have a character now. I'm going to go save this file, and let me see where I'm saving. Yeah, that's a good place to save it. So selected folder, save, select Makehuman, and we're going to call this, I think we'll call him Dave, or David. We'll call him David. And so that's going to save the Makehuman file in case we want to come in here and adjust things later. But now under this, we're going to go here to export. And the type of export we're going to do is an FBX. We want to make sure that this is in centimeters. Otherwise, it's going to be huge or gigantic in Unreal Engine. So remember that. Unreal Engine's base unit is a centimeter. We want a Firebox or FBX file, and we don't need to worry about anything else. And we're not going to worry about any kind of skeleton or a rig, because we're going to use another tool to do that. So let's double check the file. Yeah, the folder here was that, and we're David. So we're going to export him. You know what? Did I put that in the right place? Unreal Engine characters. Yes, and there's David FBX. Perfect. Perfect spot. So with that saved, we can now close this. So the next thing we're going to do here is, I have found that this particular tool works best in Microsoft Edge. So we're going to go here to Mixamo, and for some reason in Firefox, Mixamo is super slow. In Edge, it works like a champ. This is what Mixamo is all about. If you put a character in here, and this is a previous character I was working with, you can apply all these various animations to the character, and it'll perform the animations. So, but we're gonna first, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this from playing, and we're gonna first upload our character called David. I'm gonna show you how that goes. So I'm gonna go find him in my file system here. Let me pull this over here. It's on videos, Unreal Course 2, and I believe it's in characters. Did I leave it in Makehuman? David. I could have sworn I saw it in there. Did I accidentally put it in here? I did. I'm going to move this up one. And I'm going to make a folder called David, because we're going to need it. New folder. David. And I'm going to go ahead and drop that FBX file into there. This is the FBX file that we're going to want to upload here. So I'm just going to take it and drag it and drop it into Mixamo right there. And this will take a moment to process. If it takes a bit long here, I'll cut the video down. And there, David's loaded. Now there's no textures, but we don't need textures. We'll worry about that later. And it looks like he doesn't have any shoes, which is odd because the other character did. Might have to go take a look at that, and we'll see if it comes through. If not, I might have to redo this. But anyway, I'm going to walk through this. So I'm going to click, the character looks good, it's set up right. I'm going to click next. Now what we have to do is tell it where certain things are. And so the first one is the chin. So when we come up here with the chin, you can see we can target the chin very accurately in the right hand corner there with that little targeting thing. And then the wrists, now fortunately we're very symmetrical, so we can just pull this over here and put it right on the wrist. And then this one is the elbows, and it looks like the elbows are right about here, probably where this notch is, maybe there. And then the knees, that's pretty straightforward. We just drop them right here on the knee. And then the groin right in here, just to tell it. And we got to get this fairly centered. I've noticed things get a little wacky if we don't get it pretty close to the center. With those set, we hit next, and now it's going to auto rig this character since it knows where everything is. And this, oh, his shoes are there, they just weren't showing up in the other video. So This may take a couple minutes, and if it does, I'll either speed it up or I'll cut it out. Okay, and here we are. The character's rigged, and you can see he's got an animation applied to him, and it looks like it's working really well. Um, we're going to go ahead and hit next, and it's going to say your 3D character is about to proceed with a new character. So I have a character previously loaded, and she will be removed. You can only have one character uploaded at a time in the site. And now he probably has some sort of weird, oh, he's got a little running animation assigned to him here. And it's pulling him out, and there's no way to do that. So now what we're going to do is apply some basic animations. Let's first find an idle animation for this guy that looks cool. Let's see how this one does here with him. Yeah, scratching his foot. I kind of like that one. I kind of like that. Let's look at a couple others before we choose. Here's this one. That one's kind of jumpy. Don't like that. Action idle to fight stance. Standing idle to fight idle. Now, how about this one? Idle. It's another one with him doing something with his foot. Idle. Here's another idle. This is a very kind of just standing there idle. What's this one? Happy idle. I don't know if I like that one. Breathing idle. Yeah, I think for a basic idle stance, I kind of like this one with the moving the foot thing. Which one was it? This one, I think. Here, idle. I kind of like that. He's ready to go. He's kind of checking out the ground there in a little bit of a loop. So now what we've chosen an animation, so now we're going to download it. Now this very first animation, we want to download it with skin because that's where we will actually get our skin from going into with the everything attached. So after that, future ones we won't download the skin. So I'm going to do a save as, and I'm going to find this good spot here, characters, David. I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call Mixamo, and I'm going to go ahead and save. I'm going to call this David Idle FBX. All right. So the next thing we want to find is a nice walk for him. So we type in walk and see what we've got. We don't want walk in a circle, orc walk, sneak walk. We don't want that right now, maybe later. Walking, this is kind of weird. No, we don't like that. Walking, let's do it in place. Yeah, it's a pretty good walk. He's walking. Looks pretty decent. So let's go ahead and download that one. Now this case, I'm going to change this from with skin to without skin. I'm going to go ahead and download it. It'll pop up here. We'll do a save as. And I'm going to call this David walking. Save. And now we need running. Or just run. We'll try run first. It also gets running. So that's a bit much. Those are a bit weird. That's kind of sideways. That one's got a weapon. Find a good running animation here. This one's pretty fast. Let's go to in place. Oh, he's cruising along there. A significant run. That's not a bad one. Let's see if there's some more. Looks like there's a lot more. We can go on running upstairs. What do we have here? Run forward. In place. Here, run forward. In place. Oh, that looks pretty good. I kind of like that one. It's a little more loping, a little more like cruising along. Maybe we'll get that faster one another time and have a sprint run or something on him. So let's download this. Download. Save as. And we'll call this David Run Forward. And save it. Okay. So far so good. We probably need a jump animation. So let's do jump. Now with the jump, we might have a little bit of a thing here. Let's try jump start and see if... no, they don't do that. So we have to separate these ourselves, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So let's find a good jumping animation. We kind of want a jumping we kind of want two, or at least we want a running jump. This might be a good running jump. Let's back up here so we can see him do this, and move around. I don't know. I'm not real fond of animations that have movement in them because that's hard to work with. So, how about this jump? This has an in place. Oh, that's a pretty good running jump. I rather like that. Let's download this. Save as. We'll call this the running jump. David running jump. And then maybe some kind of jump in place that we can do, and we'll do various things with it. So that's a jump rope. We don't want that. So next. None of these look all that great. Let's try jumping. Or let's try jump in place and see if we get something. Standing jump. That's kind of a pretty good standing jump. Let's download that one. All right, I think we have enough. Well, maybe we should do a crouch as well. So this is going to be David standing jump. Save it. And let's see if we can find a crouch. Male crouch pose. We don't want to pose. Crouch to stand. Male crouch pose. Walking crouch. Crouch run. Crouch cover. Crouch to idle. Crouching idle. go to the next page and see what we can find for crouch. Crouching. Crouching. Oh, I rather like that. We can use that for picking stuff up. So let's download that without skin. Remember that? Always without skin. And we'll save it. And I think we have enough animations now. I'm going to call this David Crouching Pickup. Maybe that's all we'll use it for now is pickup, or we'll find another crouching thing later. So that's it for this. I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. And now I'm going to bring up Unreal Engine, and I'm going to go into our project, survive. So this is our project we've been working on in this video series, and we'll open this up, and I'll pause the video until it's up. All right, and we're back, and here is that absolutely lovely scene that we created in our previous several videos of our little island here. Well, it's actually kind of a big island when you play and you go in and run around in it. It's a little bit dark. Oh, our eyes will adjust though. But yeah, it's there's quite a bit of size to it. A fair amount for us to have an initial start of game kind of arena for the character to be in and play in. But one of the first things we're going to want to do, of course, is change out that character. Now we're running about 23 minutes into this at the moment. So what I'm going to do real quick is set up for the next video. Well, no, we'll do that setup in the next video. So in the next video, what we're going to do is take all that stuff that we just created for our character, and we're going to build up a character system in here, and we're going to start building all of the things that character is going to need to be a real gameplay character. We'll kind of set up the framework for all that. We'll get the character working. We may even do some additional texturing of the clothing to make it look a little more appropriate. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.